is your host of the 60-second GC convention, Mr. J. We're heading out to the Dome right now. They're having a business meeting that is not being live streamed by anyone that I can see, or at least no official live stream. So I'm going to be your eyes and ears on the ground, and I'm going to take you with me to this Dome as it is pouring rain outside. And we're going to see who's who, what's what, and what's been decided. If you've been following the news, a couple of people have already been nominated. They've nominated, I believe, a treasurer and someone else. So I have to check it out. As you can see, it's it's quite a sight to see. We're walking up the escalator now. To see who's who and what's what. I don't know if we've been uploading the channel lately, but I have been doing, I want to say, semi-daily VODs of the goings on at the booth. We've had a couple cool characters come by. Hopefully we can get a second camera view so we can get their faces. But until then, you'll have to take my word for it that those people did come to the booth and that they were very cool. Among other things, you have to take my word for it.
Can you tell my friends I'm waiting for them?
All right, we are crossing the boardwalk, heading up to the Dome. Or no, we're heading to the Dome. We already headed up. Also, you'll see uploads later of me trying various foods, like the Wayfair dairy-free cheese made of lima beans and oats, as well as ginger soy milk. I'm just telling you right now, those two food companies just got another customer. It's insane. I would have, if they wouldn't have said anything, I would have never known that it was bean cheese. We have no viewers, but that's okay. I'm fine talking to myself. Hopefully there's no big decisions that were already made that I missed because I didn't have access to the live stream. Also, I'd love to put this mic on a stick so I'm not holding it. If that makes sense. Of course it makes sense. All right, we're getting close to the place where I normally sit. It's close to the orchestra, so I'm able to see their faces. Well, I actually still can't see their faces. I just like being close to the stage because it makes me feel like I'm there and not just a spectator, you know?
A specific position on how the chair will liaise with the treasurer to dictate, or not really dictate, to be able to know who exactly qualifies. Let's not leave it to be relative. That's my advice. Thank you, right, Chair? Thank you. Bradley Ken, you're raising to a point of order, South Pacific Division, microphone number 2.
See, this is why I want to be a delegate, dude. I understand it's a lot of money, but to be able to vote on what the church does is the church needs to move in a forward direction. You feel me?
The chair is willing for you to restate the motion specifically. please.
My mention was that line the new editions in lines 2 to 5 being deleted.
All right.
Excuse me, Saint, I need to adjust my microphone.
Second, thank you. All right, give us some time to get up on the screen. The amendment.
See, they have camera work, right? Cameras are over there. But if you go on the official STA website, there's nothing. So I'm confused as to whether they're live streaming this or not. But we are, and we are here.
It's live stream on ANN's YouTube.
Oh, ANN. Okay.
Waiting times are separating.
ANN. The Memphis News Network.
Right?
So I guess the official streaming is ANN.
The main motion
I was unaware,
includes that the removal
but we're here.
additions on page 51, lines 2 to 5.
A very unofficial,
Right? Let's see if
unregistered cam number one type beat.
that amendment. Okay? We have Tobias Koch, Inter-European Division, microphone number 12.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Typing is voluntary. There are circumstances that prevent typing, or it can be paid directly to the conference without calling into question one's spiritual status. Furthermore, imagine somebody only paid a fifth after the voting. And would they have to submit their tax return to the pastor? I think not. So I want to speak in favor for this amendment.
Thank you. And with that, we'll go to microphone number 11, Alfred Soare, GC Delegate at Large, EUD.
Madam Chair, thank you. Some countries are subject to specific data protection regulations, such as the General Data Protection Regulation GDPR. The processing of sensitive personal data under such frameworks may be incompatible with the principle of data minimization as outlined in Article 5 of the GDPR. This exposes the Church to the risk of significant penalties, such as 4% of global annual turnover. For this reason, I am in favor of this motion.
All right, thank you. We will go to Sarafina Situata, East Central Africa Division, microphone number 8.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. I'd just like also to support the expanding of that additional statement. And my reason is that when you say a member of regular standing, and then the next statement is that tithing is a prerequisite, it implies that we are using our tithe giving as a measure of regular standing, which is not correct, because a Christian or a member of regular standing is it comprises of many factors and not necessarily tithing. And as my colleague previously said, that there are many circumstances that given point. And therefore, I support the motion that we expand the additional statements that have been added. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll move on to microphone number 10, Timothy Standish, General Conference.
To stand in support of the motion, I actually set up to make exactly the same one, so the strangers must think alike. This particular inclusion turns the pastor and the treasurer into inquisitors, essentially. In addition to that, there is so much room for misunderstanding in something like this. A businessman might go for several years without realizing a gain in his business investments. In fact, he might be living off his savings or making a loss over a period of years before realizing the gain. And it may look like he's paying no tithe, and then might realize that gain and make a payment of $1.5 million or something. In fact, I think probably most of us are aware of situations like that. Or what about the person who is in a marriage in which they are not the breadwinner, but they alone are a church member? There are other criteria, a range of criteria that must be considered with wisdom and good judgment to determine whether somebody is going to make is an appropriate choice for a position in our church. So I stand in support of this motion.
Thank you. We move now to microphone number 5, Victor Singh, Southern Asia Division.
Thank you, Brother Chair. I support this motion of amendment. Brother Chair, we need to understand return of a faithful tithe. Now, as a professional in the field, you can easily question, somebody, a pastor can question, you have returned an unfaithful tithe. This can be open up the floodgates of misuse. Now, should the greatest part is, when you have a committee which is prominently formed of administrators, this is something against the lay members. This is again because the administrators and employed members, your tithes are already deducted. So you know it is a faithful tithe. But for a lay member, somebody can question him, you have an unfaithful tithe. Should a lay member go with their income tax and all the proof to prove that it is a faithful tithe? So my question to you, Brother Chair, is what was the thinking of the committee in putting up such a draconian line there? Because this is primarily against the lay members. What was the thinking? So somebody, I think the Brother Chair, I don't know the name of the pastor, Pacific is standing. What was the thinking of this esteemed committee to put up something like that in the amendment? That is, we want to understand that, please. So, thank you.
Thank you, and I'm sure it's not intended to be against the church members, but Jason, you may want to comment on this.
You're correct, Pastor Chair. There's never thought that way. When we received this recommendation, I don't think anybody in the committee understood that to be used against the members in general. The idea, I believe, was just to raise a standard of regarding faithfulness in the stewardship there.
All right, thank you very much. We go to microphone number 2, Geraldo Bautista Ranzoban, Central Dominican Conference, Inter-America Division.
Please, I need traduction. I need to speak in Spanish.
All right. The division has organized for that. Thank you.
Me parece que hay algunas opiniones acerca de lo que puede interpretarse y siempre como pastores de la iglesia y como presidente de la siempre hemos entendido lo que se está diciendo.
All right, Saints. So my phone is about to die that I'm doing this live stream on. So I'm going to go back and charge hopefully get another camera that has more charge on it, and I might come back, but I'm not sure yet, because I was informed by like a lovely gentleman I was sitting next to that there is an official live stream of the business meeting at the Adventist News Network YouTube channel. So it's not on the Seventh-day Adventist YouTube channel as I once thought. So there's no need for me to be a white knight and be like the unregistered cam number one. So if you're wanting to see the business meeting, tune into ANN's YouTube channel. But before I am taken off the air by a dead battery, I'm going to sign off myself. So this has been Mr. J for the Final Call Ministries live stream of the 62nd General Conference Convention. Until we meet again, this is me signing off.